Ladies and gentlemen, your next performer has been waiting around all night to go on. Brought a friend to film him. If this shit gets on World Star, oh my god, we're gonna be famous. I'm happy he's here. He's a good guy. Diego, everybody. Platform.
I'm the unsung hero of these undone dudes. Straight from the Ville, the skies are crying. We never thought that it'd come to this, now I'm taking off.
I'm fly boy, no lie boy. Wings on the bullets, kiss the sky boy.
Rep, give me unlimited access. I don't pity the address where a prostitute practice. I love a good actress. Industry's an enchantress. I'm calling it catfish. I'm pulling out, busting all over a track list. Tables are turning, I'm watching a bad trip. Like she's smelling some cat piss. Hope she ain't put all her nuts in one basket. She broken her vows. All she get now is to lower the casket. To bury the hatchet. I'm married to has-been and built an advantage. Flow is orgasmic.
For me, it's just about making really good music, you know, like. And I feel like when you make good music, people listening and people wanting to hear you, that just follows, you know. But you just gotta be consistent.
It was like -40, and my brother made my father stand out there half the night taking pictures, and it looked like almost like concentration camp sort of. He had a great big like army coat. And the poor guy froze his butt off. These are my father's, some of my father's. That's a letter my father wrote. That's in rhyme that he sent to my mother when they first came to Canada and she went back. He wrote her a love letter in rhyme. This is my father's older brother. So he kind of made a career of being an artist. He did some screenwriting and some work for the fashion industry artistically and stuff like that. I like that about Diego, that he feels the need to express himself and to have an outlet for everything he feels or sees or, you know?
I think one of the things that I find the cutest when I first met Diego was actually, I remember one day he gets a notification on his phone and I'm like, what is that? He's like, dictionary. I get a notification and every day I want to learn a new word. To me, that was like the cutest thing I ever seen in my life. Isn't that cute? Like, I like him having a passion for something. That's what I like. Like, to have that motivation every day, it's amazing.
He really raps fast and it's like, just sounds really good. And even if I can't understand what he's saying, it's just it sounds good, you know? It's fun to hear. Because it's not simple either. I mean, as much as I can't keep up with it with my ear, I certainly wouldn't be able to do that with my mouth. I don't know how he does it. I guess it's through practice, you know?
Wherever the dark is, I are whatever a shark is, I can. My will is an artist, I rap. Misunderstood logic, my pen is one of the hardest. I know my shit is retarded, my flow fully unresponsive to those who can't be honest.
I like
People don't want me to glow.
who I am and who I used to be. Who I am and who I choose to be. That's a good line. There's a lot of good lines.
I think I listened to first, of course, Eminem. Eminem was probably the first rapper that I listened to.
It's
also
funny,
with
now you can't listen to him.
I can't listen to him now, but also Nas back in the day. But the biggest influence of rap for me was 50 when he came out. I think after the 50 era, that Wayne era came in.
Yeah.
You know?
Hard.
And I was listening to Cash Money. I was listening to a lot of Cash Money, BG, Turk.
Right.
You know,
By the
Birdman.
way, Drew put me up on anything that was happening in the game of hip hop. Drew put me up on it, just for anybody to know.
You know, it wasn't my calling. You know, it wasn't. But I definitely was inspired to write something and, you know, lay a few verses here and there.
Back and forth, man. He inspired me. Like when you have, I always saw rap as a group thing.
Another high, another dose, another thought that popped up in the post. The script's written up
OD, the ghost. The grip open, the sight is morose. And super problems often so close. Old pictures, old phones, and old notes. For 6 figures, old friends are no more. We love life, we're doing what we're supposed to.
I don't know. For me, it was just to have fun, but I think I'm not gonna talk for Diego, and Diego could talk for himself.
For me, it's always been to come out with it. Mm-hmm. For me, it's always been to show that we're here.
Just keep your eyes right.
You know what I mean? Like, I always thought we had something to say. All of us had like that sort of artistic view, like our own sort of point of views. I always thought I could compete in this game.
You know, sometimes, man, I won't lie, you know, you do this, and, you know, the hours it takes to do songs and all that shit, man, and then you come out to reality and it drains you. Like, it drains you. It really does. It's hard to see the same faces and not have an update on where you're at in the thing that you're pursuing, you know? Sometimes there's, like, long periods where it's like, you're just creating, you know, nothing's moved up too much, you know? It's really small steps, so it's draining. It really does drain you. Of course it starts with ruin. Then I build the vibes. I feed your mind with truants. I see those starving eyes. No matter what I do this, like I'm doing time. Ask me how I do it. Nothing, I'm doing life.
It's always been, I think, more of a hobby for Diego. But I wish. I don't think he has it in his head to make it a career. It's not that pursuit of getting money out of it that drives him.
Like I'm doing time. Ask me how I'm doing. Nothing, I'm doing life. I'm always coming to me. Sense of pride and victory. That too soft. Is that too soft? No.
Consistency and quality is definitely an important asset in today's music game. You got to be consistent and be able to put out product every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, every month, the latest.
I've gone on points where I haven't been consistent at all, you know. I went through points where I took steps backwards instead of, there was a few years where I felt like, no, I wasn't putting enough attention to it. But the last few years, I feel like, you know.
You have older guys doing it, but, you know, they were established 10 years ago. They're how would I say, they're surviving on their past hits. You know what I mean? So they're able to keep on going. But if you're trying to put out new music at 32, you know what I mean, while you're at your job, these kids are on the internet promoting your stuff and doing research full time.
I don't know. I mean, so far he hasn't really concentrated on making it a career. He concentrates on just, you know, working on songs, performing if he gets a chance.
See, like, you don't see it going die out. You don't see the delay coming like that, where it's like die out, die out.
I mean, what we've been waiting for is for him to concentrate on it and make it a career, like, in a sense, you know?
I'm gonna always be there and root for him, but was it something that I saw that it could be possible?
You know what I mean? Only young people have that attention span because they're not paying any bills. They don't got, you know, mortgages to pay. So they can sit on the internet all day and on their phones all day. Whereas you get older, you know what I mean, those bills start coming in. So you have other priorities in life.
Obviously, ideally, I would like to be married. But like now.
Now?
Yeah. Like, I'm ready for a kid, like, next month.
Because you have to be really locked in to that young person's culture. And the average person who's over 30 years old is going to prefer to buy an established artist that was popular 10 years ago or 5 years ago than someone who's just trying to get up into the game, especially hip hop.
It is an expensive hobby. I don't even know how much he actually has put into rap versus God. I'm not sure.
So I was speaking to this up-and-coming artist the other day, and I told him, you need to invest a minimum of 5,000 to 1,500 Canadian a month to really be in this game. And that's in terms of social media, helping people help you out, getting your flyers done, getting your videos done, making sure you have proper clothes, you know, making sure you got the accessories, the glasses and so forth, the chains. It's you know what I mean? It's minimum 500 to 1,500 a month, depending on how far you want to go. And that doesn't include, you know what I mean, going in the music studio and making music.
There's certain money I spent that was worthwhile, that I know that I got something out of it, that I would have never got if I tried to stay in my basement, you know what I mean? But I can't say, you know, like, unless I make $1 million tomorrow, I can't say if you know, all that money spent was, to me it's worth it.
Let me lay my head down, bread now, bread now, head now, life can be heavy, yeah. Don't you break down, man up, stand up, hands up, gotta be ready, yeah. With my thoughts, I'ma ride out.
Why am I doing this? 2 reasons. I love fucking doing it, I can't stop. The other reason is I would like to have a fan base. I would like to have a consistent listening. Because I'm an artist. You know what I mean? That's what I'm about. That's what I want to make my career. That's what I would see as, you know, that's what it would be. So for me.
But at this point, after 15 years in, like, would you be okay?
15. It's 15.
Yeah.
Relax, you're on 32.
Yeah, 17.
Really?
Keep your daytime job and work with the younger generation and teach them what you've learned and teach them your mistakes and hopefully live your dreams through them. That's what I would tell them.
I'm realistic too. I'm not fucking deluded, you know what I mean? I got a girl, I want to have a kid, I want to do things. Money, you need to make money. You know, as much as, you know, rap is great, art is great, it's also a hustle, man. You gotta fucking hustle and get people to put a value on you, you know?
Played sports, even music was an outsource. Sometime after this, growing up influenced my insecurity, and everything I was sure about became immaturity. I met fear plagued by its insincerities, and I think inadvertently the resounding silence of the pressure cracked my hourglass. Lost forever to the sands of time, exiled into the heart of the desert,
Listen, son, you know, all the odds could be, you could look at it in any way and look at it like, you know, why continue? Does it make sense to think that you can make survive off, like, I would love to be able to make a salary just to do music.
There's no question that he has a passion for it, you know. But to answer your question, it was difficult for me to actually see it. Maybe Diego goes somewhere, you know, with the rap.
It takes a lot for someone to continue something consistently. It's very easy for someone to start something, but that's it. I'm done this dream. On to the next.
I think I'm more confident than I ever been. And I'm proud of my shit. Like, yo, I got no hesitation. I'll make anybody listen to my tracks with no hesitation. I'm proud of my shit. I'm proud of what I did. And I haven't even done nothing to most people's ears yet. You know?
Doubt is pursued by limits. Understanding can set you free. Misconception can keep your mind in prison. Every bar I spit is enigmatic, like a master's teaching with a purpose to solve. I'm the unsung hero of these undone dues. I will not do, rather will what I view. Life unto you as my flow flows through your mind's cue. As my flow flows through your mind's cue. I'm the unsung hero of these undone dues. I will not do, rather will what I view. Life unto you as my flow flows through your mind's cue. As my flow flows through your mind's cue.
a rapper, a real rapper. I'm gonna give you a CD of his too.
Who's a rapper?
My son.